Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Bearded Wonder, and I am back with a Borderlands 3 video. So I took a little break from it, playing some other games. As you can see on my channel, I was playing some Hyperscape, some Apex Legends, all that stuff. But I loaded up some Borderlands the other day, was playing through it, and loaded up my Moze. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this build. I'll just show you how it works real quick. So we're going to start off with the Zeitsevs Eruption. So by itself, this doesn't really do much. So we're gonna get that. Nope, messed it up. And just like that, easy. It does so much damage, so much damage. And I was farming for a Plaugebearer, but it didn't drop. So really quick, let's go through the what you're going to need for it. I wrote it in the YouTube description just so if you don't want to watch it. Main thing that you're going to need is Transformer with the After Exiting Iron Bear, 75% increased shields and health. And if you noticed, a lot of my stuff is still level 57, so this works perfectly fine, even if you're level 50, even if you have level 57 gear. The only thing that you really need is to be level 60, so it's not that big of a deal. The other thing that you're going to need is a Zeitsevs Eruption. You don't need it to be anointed, you just literally need to use it for the debuff. Makes it pretty easy. The Kaosun is always good. Doesn't really matter the anointment. You're really just doing it for the splash damage. I feel like the 130% auto bear incendiary damage is good, just because you know I'm going to be using auto bear a lot, and you want that extra splash damage. Plaugebearer and Backburner, just great rocket launchers. You know they do a lot of damage. The Plaugebearer is only level 57, but it's still pretty good. And the Backburner is level 60, and this one actually does a lot of work. I'm farming for that Plaugebearer right now. The other thing that you're going to need is a Raging Bear class mod. You could use another class mod if you want. Not the Specialist Bear, whatever. The one that makes Auto Bear last the complete duration. You could use that. I just prefer using this one because it gives you that +5 into Stainless Steel Bear. For your artifact, you can use pretty much any artifact. The only reason I'm using this one is because of the rolls on the extra things, the area of effect damage, magazine size, electrocutioness. I don't really like this. I would most likely use like a Last Stand Victory Rush with similar rolls, or like a Snowdrift Victory Rush. I do like the Snowdrift a lot. And as far as grenades go, you could use Murftacular Hexes. Those are always great. Cloning mapping trackers are always good. I just wound up getting this one in a chest, so I figured I'd use it, especially since it's level 60. But you want definitely the 25% on grenade throw, not the while action skill is active, grenade damage is increased by 150. You definitely want the on grenade throw. So even without the best gear, this thing still destroys on Mayhem 10. We'll go into the classes real quick, or the abilities. Skill tree. So we're first going to put 3 out of 3 into Deadlines. Deadlines is way too good. Killing an enemy while Iron Bear is active increases fuel. So and it does have diminishing returns, but I mean we're just going to be killing a few people, and you'll see when I do. I'll do the Malawan takedown, and you'll see how long Iron Bear lasts and just how much health we can get it up to. We're putting Grizzled in there just so that Iron Bear kills somebody, we can get that cooldown back. I originally just had Grizzled, and I didn't go all the way down to Explosive Punctuation and Short Fuse, but Explosive Punctuation is also really good to have, so I just decided to put 3 in both to kind of facilitate that cooldown. 5 out of 5 in Stainless Steel Bear is the most important one, and you want a Raging Bear with as many points as Stainless Steel Bear as possible. I have some friends who mod on PC, so a while ago I asked them to make me this class mod. It has legit rolls, I think, except for the fact that the first roll is double rolled, but I think the first double roll is just a splash damage, so it's not really, and it's not even a true double roll, so it's not really that modded. If anything, I have a less of a class mod just because I'm missing one. We're going to put one into Auto Bear, of course, 3 and 3 and pull a Holy Pin, 3 and 3 means of destruction. You only need 3 out of 5 in Vampire, especially since we're going to be in Iron Bear most of the time. And we're not really going to be doing Grenade. So that's mainly just for when we're outside of Iron Bear trying to get our health back. To the last, always good to have. And Short Fuse is good for when Moze is out of Iron Bear when she's using that Kaesoon. Helps just get her a little bit more damage. Red Tree, I love going into Security Bear because you get 50% Iron Bear max health added as shields. So we're going to see how much health we have in our Iron Bear right now. So we have 980,000. But when we get out of Iron Bear, and we have the 25% shields and health still, the 75% shields and health still active, what winds up happening is it will apply to the next Iron Bear you put out. So it becomes a whopping 1.6 million health, which helps you Iron Bear last so long, which is really nice. And then you get 50% of that 1.6 million as a shield around you, so you're really just, you have so much health, and you could just survive forever. Very rarely do I find myself getting destroyed in Iron Bear. Armored Infantry, of course, you always want to put that. That's for when Moze is out of Iron Bear. Shield recharge rate, max shield, also for when Moze is out of Iron Bear, just to get that health back. Drowning in Brass, also. These basically are just for Moze when she's out of the Iron Bear, and also to make sure that we get the Corrosive Sabbat round as well. Experimental Munitions is also really good because that's going to give us bonus incendiary damage when we crit with those railguns, and it'll do a whopping big number. And then for the Green Tree, we're going to go to 5 out of 5 on a Cloud of Lead, so just sometimes when we shoot our rocket launchers, it's going to go not consume ammo, which is pretty nice, so this way we can shoot it a little bit longer. Stoke the Embers, get a little bit more incendiary damage, especially since we going to be, every time we crit, we're going to get some more incendiary damage, which is nice. Redistribution, just to facilitate some ammo regen. Scrappy, to get that little weapon damage while she's moving, this way to kind of help us out, especially when we're out of Iron Bear. Scorching RPM is really good because it's going to increase the Iron Bear damage, and it's going to increase the critical hit damage. So, yeah, it's good. It's a good one. And then Specialist Bear is probably one of the most important ones in this tree because you get 60% damage for matching weapons. So you can actually choose different augments if you want. I usually just go with both of Capacitative Amateur, just because I like the way that it shocks and chains to enemies. But you could put one Corrosive Sabbat around one Capacitative Amateur, and it really will just do so much damage. I'm going to go to Athena's real quick, and we'll check out just how well this build does. I'm going to be live on Twitch after I finish this video, just farming, doing my thing. I'll set up the Twitch extension. My Twitch is the same as my gamer tag, which is BeardedWonder0. So most of the time we're going to start off with the Plaugebearer. Get a couple shots in there. Throw a couple grenades. And already it's doing a lot of damage. You can see this is, and you're pretty much just gonna one-shot anything, even without a crit, because it does like 5 million, 26 million with a crit. And you got to remember, you're doing 15% damage with incendiary as well. The only thing that you kind of have to be is accurate with the railgun shots, because it is kind of hard to hit sometimes. Where's a good place to leave him? Probably right here. But as you can see, it just does incredible amounts of damage. And then the reason why we're using this shock, because you can just shoot it at your feet and get all of your shields back. And it acts as a singularity, which will help with Ironbearer getting those chains. It just does so much damage, and it's only level 57, so I mean, I could only imagine what level 60 would do. Like the Backburner that I have does incredible damage, and I'll show you against Trant just how good it is. Not the Backburner, but the this build, Backham. And notice, I'm gonna try to stay in Ironbearer for as long as possible, just to show you how much, how long you can stay in him. I wouldn't recommend staying in it for like a long time, just because it does. You're not going to be like super useful as just Moze. Like it's mainly just for this build is mainly just for Ironbearer. And I mean, like I said, I guess you can go with the other class mod that gives Ironbearer the full duration, but I find that Raging Bear is just going to give you so much more damage and fuel that. And I don't really want to play as Moze right now. I'd rather play as Ironbearer, just to keep Moze safe, more or less, because I feel like when I'm outside of Ironbearer, I have very little survivability, just because her only life, well, she has a couple of lifesteal skills now, but I mean the only good one is Vampire. And even though I did spec into it, I don't feel like I have enough damage or ammo like regen ability. Here, watch. Should one shot him. No, Stormfront. I want a better Chupa's Orchid. Oh, shit. See, but as long as you're accurate, you know, these things shred. Now, one of the things that you want to notice is that the splinter damage, it can go to you. So that's the main reason why I'm using a transformer, because when I'm outside of Ironbearer, the splinter damage might splint to you, and you'll actually get shields back. Like, so if I stand close to... Oh, didn't chain that time. Yeah, it's not going to chain because they just get exploded. Excuse me, sir. But as you can see, it just pretty much one-shots anything it shoots at. Get that health regen. Oh, that can crit. I didn't know that. It does have a little problem against the shock heavies, but as long as you crit, it'll count as damage. I mean, it'll count as a front loader, max health. No. Because when you crit it, it's also going to do incendiary damage. And And I recommend alternating between the railgun shots, so you shoot one on the left, one on the right, just so that you always have one ready. We're gonna go to Iron Bear, we'll let him do his thing. Okay. So next part, pretty simple. All we gotta do is get this to overheat. So once you get it to overheat, you could switch. And it'll stay overheated. And we can one-shot drum. So, and then the other cool thing about the, oh, it doesn't show it. Okay, so the other cool thing about the Zeitsevs Eruption is if you have it overheated when you get in and out of Iron Bear, it fires 2 shots of missiles. So it'll fire a shot of missiles as soon as you get out of Iron Bear, and then it'll fire another shot of missiles once you get into Iron Bear as well. So it'll do like a double one. Let's do Troy, just to show you. See, so there's the rockets. I'm gonna wait till he goes off of invulnerability. See, so as we get out, the rockets shoots twice, and then Iron Bear is just gonna absolutely destroy poor Troy over here. So we're keeping that Zeitsevs Eruption at overheat. We're just gonna wait until these things come up. Switch your weapon real quick. Oops, missed. See, we're gonna get out again, and you'll see the rockets shoot out, and then they're gonna shoot out again. So it shoots out twice, and then he dies. But it's like, it's just so easy to get a lot of damage, and that Zeitsevs buff, debuff is just so good. Damn, he didn't drop anything good. Fucking Troy. But yep, that's the build. If you, I put my Discord link in the description. If you guys want to join the Discord, just feel free to join up. It's not as active as it once was, but you know, I'm trying to get back into this game, so I'll try to be as active as possible. Sorry this video is so long. I tried to keep everything in the beginning just to make it short. The rest of the stuff is just showing how the build works. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things, and it really helps me out. You know, I'm gonna try to be streaming on Twitch a little bit more often. Once school starts, I'm not gonna have as much time. It starts in about a week, but you know what? I'm gonna try my best. All right, as always, peace out.